Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition Chronicle Vancouver Adjacent by Night. As a warning, this is a mature game and explores some dark and troubling themes. These may include body horror, gore, violence, loss of character agency, gaslighting, mind control, and many others. Our players have discussed consent and boundaries, and we collectively avoid situations that may be triggering. The players will always let me know if anything gets uncomfortable by using yellow and red cards in our private chat. If you as a viewer ever feel uncomfortable or triggered, please pause and step away. Our streams are available on YouTube after the game, so you can always come back to an episode when you feel ready. Thank you to our wonderful host and sponsor, Level Up Dice, for giving us this opportunity to share our story with you. Please support them by purchasing their exquisite dice or by spreading the word about them on social media. And I'm going to click out of here just for a sec because our featured dice for this particular one is Gangrel? No.
Weird clan.
Yeah, which way am I turning? That way. Gangrel.
Yeah.
Sort of see it.
Banging
really.
and banging.
Not that Gangrel, Brennan. It's the Gangrel clan. I guess it's when Edge and Christian were there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all part
The Brood.
Wow.
The Brood. Wow, that's like a 20-year-old callback.
I remember.
How dare you point that out?
Also, to our new sponsor for Season 3, Dogmite Games. Dogmite Games is the best gaming company you've never heard of. They combine craftsmanship with artistry to create truly unique pieces of functional art for your game. From dice boxes to rolling trays to fully sculpted Valhalla screens for GMs, each piece is created on site in their wood shop in Michigan by a devoted team of craftsmen. And now it's time to introduce our vampires. And I don't know, let's do the regular order. Let's start off with Brennan.
Hello, I'm Brennan. I'm playing Charlotte, the Ventru. I'm not getting into anything today. It'll be fine.
See, after 2 seasons, you saying I'm not getting into anything today makes me believe that that's a lie.
You do know Charlotte.
Next up, Zachary.
Hey, I'm Zachary Vaudo. I am playing Charlie Lawrence, the Malkavian Primogen, who is kind of just hanging on by a thread right now, all things considered. But it's all good. He's taking a walk in the sewer to clear his head.
As you do. Samantha?
Hey, I'm Samantha McClarty. I play the La Sombra Primogen, Elena Cortez, and I am also taking a walk in the sewers with a very different agenda than Charlie. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. Don't worry about it. We got this. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah. Fine. That's not...
I said everything's fine, Steve.
I don't know if that word means
Canon
what
now.
you think it means.
It's canon, damn it. Everything is fine.
Canonically fine.
Oh boy.
let's
early.
let's consult the Carl. Jason, if you're in the chat, let us know if everything's fine.
Yeah, it was not fine.
We need one of those.
Patrick?
Hi, I'm Patrick Gill. I am playing Harley the Nosferatu Primogen. Harley is not in the sewers. Just pointing that out.
Seems weird.
Harley is like the exact opposite of the sewers right now.
But is Harley fine?
Yes.
Harley was not fine.
Harley was bored.
Speaking of
Bored.
Harley and rescues and whatnot, which we'll get into in my description in just a couple seconds, let's go with Lex.
Hi, I'm Lex. I play the Toreador Cassandra, and I'm with Charlotte. Everything is going to be totally fine and good and normal and happy. Yay. Nothing bad is happening.
Nope.
It's been 2 seasons.
Just smile till it's all better.
Well, that's pretty much a Toreador way of doing things, I suppose. So when last we saw our intrepid coterie, they were a little bit split up. You can see that on YouTube, which is over there, they were kind of going about various ways of protecting Harley, I guess, or rescuing Harley, but there's only two people that know where Harley actually is. Because the other two are outside of cell phone range, buried under a bunch of rock in the sewers. So, yeah.
Well, technically, Charlie knows because
They wouldn't tell me which casino.
they wouldn't tell you which casino, but you do know that he is spying.
I know the metaphysical location of Harley.
Yeah.
You
There's
know he's
like-
not in the sewer.
Right.
There's like 6 casinos in
That's why
Vancouver.
I'm there. Yes, and I've
yeah.
worked almost all of them.
So, let's, where to start? Just a cornucopia of good ideas. Let's start with Elena. You are traipsing through the sewers.
Yes, I am.
What is your goal for the sewers? Where are you going?
If I have to go all the way to Nixodon to find Harley, that's what I'm gonna fucking do. It's either I find Nixodon or Harley, whichever happens first. That's what I'm doing.
Well, wandering around down here, there's only one particular option that I can think of that's going to happen first.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Mhm.
But hey, at least the dinosaur Nos will be able to summon his ass to where I need him to be.
Out of curiosity, did you go in through the entrance that was in the building, or did you go in through a different entrance?
Different entrance. I went to the Haven and then just kept
she
going.
went to the old Harley Elena Haven first, and then she.
I am very interested to see how she gets over to Nixodon, considering that we only had one knowing path there.
I'm just traipsing. I'll figure it out.
Will
Oh,
you though?
boy.
You'll be able to follow the like Hansel and Gretel glitter breadcrumb trail.
Just keep going down.
Right.
You'll get
Actually,
there
the-
eventually.
Right.
Hansel and Gretel glitter breadcrumb trail, and I can't believe how much of a fucking tongue twister that is. Well done, you, for saying that in one breath. That would actually lead back to the art gallery. Now
Mhm.
The
that
trashed gallery.
Which is
Yeah.
where I went in.
yeah, which is where Charlie went in. So
Oops.
you're gonna find Jimmy Hoffa's corpse before you find Harley down there. So, I'm gonna get an intelligence, and let's see what would work best for trying to navigate through the sewers.
I'm also
Survival.
not being very quiet either.
Yeah,
And there's a-
survival would probably be your best bet.
And
Let's go
there's a
Go
high
ahead.
chance that I'm also probably increasing the shadows around me. I'm seething at the moment, so
You're seething. All right, so
Nothing bad ever happens after that.
survival. Yeah. Everything works out perfectly fine when Elena's in an angry, kill everything mood.
yeah, pretty much. Huh. I got 1 crit, 1 regular.
So 2 successes.
Yeah.
You are completely and utterly lost. Things kind of looks like you're going in the right direction. You're kind of getting a feel for things. You're looking around. You're like, okay, this series of piping on the ceiling looks kind of familiar. And then you go down a bit. You turn again. You turn in another direction, and then you're kind of like, that's the exact same series of piping on the ceiling. Like, what the? So yeah, you're getting kind of annoyed.
Oh, good. That's even better. Yay. Yeah, but I'm gonna continue. I'm not being quiet, and I might even just start calling to both either Harley or Nixodon. Just start calling both their names because I don't know where the fuck Harley's at. As far as I know, he could be right there with Nixodon. I've no idea.
I think
far
she's
as
not
you know.
hungry.
Yeah, as far as you know, he could be right behind you. He is not right behind Elena. So, Charlie, I'm going to get you to make the same roll. Let's go with intelligence and survival.
Intelligence and survival. Okay.
Specialty sewers. No, you don't actually have that.
I do not. I do know how to get specifically to Nixodon, but I'm not looking for her. I'm looking for Elena.
Yes. Yeah, that's why I'm getting you to make the
Oh
roll.
my goodness! And you don't even know where she went in at either.
Nope. I'm just trying to find you somewhere in the sewers at this point.
It's fine. Everything's fine. We already
Is-
established this.
This is where
Totally
I kick
fine.
in the language warning as well, because this is quite the clusterfuck.
Oh boy. I also got 2 successes.
You are wandering around the sewers. It seems, average. Yeah, you're kind of the same situation as Elena. You're kind of wandering around a little bit.
Would a wit's awareness to hear her yelling help, or is she just not anywhere nearby?
You're not really anywhere nearby.
Okay.
Because the art gallery is in kind of the Gastownish area, and while the former haven of Elena and Harley is kind of somewhat near there, Nixodon is kind of in one direction, and just wandering around that particular area is not really in that area type thing. So she's kind of getting a little bit further away from you. Let's go back to Harley. What you doing?
So, the past, we'll say half hour, 45 minutes, Harley has been sitting through the Marlena's Possession story arc reruns of Days of Our Lives. He's been just he's thankful that the person who recorded this on VHS back during its original run was kind enough to pause when the commercials were running. So he's getting the condensed storyline, and it's oh so enthralling. And while Harley's been in here, he's managed to count coup, and he's pilfered a letter opener from Connor. It's going in his pocket. When Connor gets it back, we'll see. Is this a Chekhov's gun? We'll also see. But for now, Harley is sitting there, enduring daytime TV hell.
And there's a very specific reason why I picked Days of Our Lives as well. I'll get into that later. Cassandra and Charlotte. I believe separate limos heading over to Park Casino where Connor happens to be.
Well, we're in the same limo.
Yeah, I assume
Okay.
we're sharing a limo.
So you sent the other one back home?
Yeah, if I guess nobody else needed it. They can go back to the tower.
The tower.
Me and
Charlotte.
Cassandra are on good terms, so I don't know why we wouldn't take the same limo.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just
We're
thought it was
this
like
again.
I thought it was a venture excess thing of like it'll be more of a power move if we show up in 2 separate limos.
Oh, that is a good point. We'll bring the other limo, but we'll travel together because I don't want to be lonely.
two limos making their way to Park Casino.
Are either of them the date limo? Because I feel like that's the wrong vibe to set.
Is it?
Is it?
Yes.
I mean, we're not taking him for a ride. Unless.
I walked out of his office 20 minutes ago, and now we're gonna go back in like, oops, sorry, I forgot my purse.
No, I'm going to apologize. It would be the start of a beautiful business relationship between 2 friendly kindred. You don't even need to go back in if you find it embarrassing.
I should probably go back in with you. I sort of get the feeling less we're all keeping on the down low, the better right now, because I think if there's one more secret, Charlie's head might actually pop.
Hmm. Do you think that he found her yet?
Depends if she wants to be found or not.
I feel like neither of them are really proficient in spelunking through the sewers.
I don't know, Elena was pretty proficient.
She is dirty.
And she's got the boots for it.
And then I guess we'll get there whenever we get there.
Which will be fairly soon. For everybody playing the home game, Park Casino has a ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous way of parking in front of it. There's only one-way street that can actually pull up to the front of Park Casino. Yeah, it's just absolutely ridiculous. So the one limo would have to pull in, and then the other limo would basically pull in after and let you both out.
Do you think the 2 limos was excessive?
Maybe a little, but I mean, a little excess never hurt anyone.
But aren't even things more aesthetically pleasing?
Oh, definitely. You want to keep it just on keel.
Which is why there's 2 beautiful women going to see Connor right now.
Yes, and surely that won't turn around and screw us in the end or anything.
I'll see to it that it doesn't. And Charlotte will open the door to the limo and let Cassandra out politely.
Aw, Cassandra steps out.
You remember the way from here?
Yup. So I guess that we'll... it was like 20 minutes ago, so yup.
Do you think you can get him out of his room? I think that's all we need to do.
Do we even need to get him out of the room? Don't we literally just need to, like, knock on the door and have him open it?
That would also work.
I mean, I'm assuming Harley's probably not, like, asleep in the corner right now. I have to assume he's
might be
looking for a
asleep in
way
the
out.
corner.
I'm sure he's looking for a way out.
It's a really boring show that he's watching. Well, if he's asleep, then it's his fault.
Valid point. And up the elevator towards this penthouse we go.
But before we get into that, we're going to go back down into the sewers a little bit and give me a wits and awareness for Charlie.
Slow dice roller 3.
3 successes.
Yes.
How loud is Elena being?
She is probably just, Harley, Nixodon, one of you had better make an appearance very soon. Otherwise, there's no telling what I'm going to do. I'm going to redecorate this place. I'm just going to destroy everything. Oh, somebody had better come forward now. Not having a great night. Would really appreciate it if somebody would make an appearance.
For what it's worth, that 3 successes was with my heightened senses rolled into it.
So add 2 dice for the heightened senses.
Yeah, I already had, but
Okay.
Yeah, what I mean is I have heightened senses up as I'm listening.
Okay, yeah, you would you'd hear like a slight echoing of the tail end of that particular explanation.
Boy, I'm just gonna attempt to follow roughly where it came from. It's gonna be hard to tell for a while, but
Yeah. Is Elena still talking?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She'll talk
Good.
for a little bit. Essentially, as she's going, that's what she does. She'll get irritated and walk a little bit, and then she'll go into it again, and just kind of off and on.
Okay. Eventually, Charlie does come across Elena Cortez.
hi.
What are you doing down here?
Finding you.
Why? Did something happen?
Well, you missed the tail end of the conversation about how we are all really bad about actually talking things out, because then we all just sort of go and do things on our own anyway. Hence why I'm here. That got followed up by the fact that Harley is at Connor's casino because he was watching out for Cassandra. Except he got stuck there, so now they're going to go get him.
Then what are you doing here? Why are you not there?
Because we wanted to find you so you wouldn't be wandering the sewers all night while we just go get Harley and come back, and then there we are with Harley.
You could have just gone to get Harley and I would have been fine. I mean, obviously nothing's going on down here.
Yeah, but if you walked back up out of the sewers and found us and we were just hanging out with Harley, you would have been totally cool with that?
I would have had no intention of walking back from the sewers until either I had, 1, found Nixodon, or 2, found Harley. So, at some point, I would have found Nixodon, and then we would have had a lovely little chat, and it still would have not been a complete total loss.
Okay, well, we probably need both boons to find Nixodon.
I have 2.
From her?
Yes.
How did you get 2 from her? I thought...
Because she needed information on something else that I knew. She wanted to know what I thought, my theory, the dots that I connected.
Okay.
So I told her I would tell. So do you not remember? Because she said she was interested and wanted to know, and I said that it sounds like you would owe me another boon. And she agreed. So I have 2. I kept trying to tell you this already. Nobody wants to listen to me ever.
I listen a lot.
You didn't know I had 2 boons.
Well, no. There's kind of a lot going on. Okay, well, that simplifies things, and that means that Charlotte can actually still hang on to a boon, because, you have 2.
Good, then let's go.
Okay.
To find Nixodon.
Do we want the group with this, though? Because, they're going to go get Harley.
We're already in the sewers.
Yeah, they're not going to want to come back down into the sewers. I mean, Harley would, but...
I'm sure that once we find a Nixodon, by that time, the other 2 will have done what they needed to do to get him away from wherever it is that he is doing. And then we could just have Nixodon summon him like she did the last time.
Okay, I'll pull up my phone to see if there's any signal.
No signal.
That doesn't work. Not
Look
down
around
here.
for any rats.
Give me a... Let's go with a wits and survival.
That's another 3.
Yeah, there's a few rats kicking around.
Cool. I'm going to browse. I'm at hunger 2. And I'm going to feral whispers for a couple and go, hey, come here.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Do you have any cheese?
I don't, but the person that does is the person I'd actually like you to go find, if you don't mind. Do you know... I'm going to describe Harley, as best as I can. You know, guy here in the sewers, he wears a mask a lot and a hood.
Right.
Probably has been
right.
called Harley. Do you know who I'm talking about?
No.
Have you seen anybody like that before?
No.
Never mind. This is not going great. How about... And I'll just, do another... how about you?
There was another Nosferatu earlier that knew him. Asshole.
What?
Wow, she's really mean.
Just a little bit. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Like, I mean, calling somebody an asshole, that's just
No,
rude.
no, the guy with the mask.
I know we're sewers, like rats and stuff, but...
Do you want cheese?
Is he the asshole?
Do you want
Yeah.
cheese?
Oh yeah, I totally want cheese.
Great.
Give me
Do you
cheese.
know a weird looking guy with a black mask across his face and a hood that's down here a lot?
I can pretend to know a guy that looks weird and has a mask.
Great.
If you
Pretend
want.
to go find him.
If you're gonna have cheese.
Pretend to go find him and he'll have
No,
your cheese.
you said cheese, dude. Come
I
on.
did.
Elena is walking forward.
I did. Okay, this is not going so well. Thanks. I'm just gonna book it after Elena. Just go like, what other Nosferatu?
I don't know.
You hear the kind of echoing squeaks of two rats, and you can actually, it's almost, you've never heard a rat scream before or yell, but the rat is basically calling you an asshole.
Great, you taught him a new word. Who?
I don't know. It was, I think it was, I don't know. It was one that when I came into the sewers, he was the only one that I found, and so he knew Harley, whatever. And he tried to call. Harley did not answer, obviously, because he is doing sneaky shit and couldn't risk it. Good to know. And then he left. I might have glittered him a little bit.
That probably means we can't go talk to him then.
I don't know where he went.
That too. Okay. Well, I tried, and that's all that we can ask. So okay, and I'll just follow Elena and like try to recall the general path towards Nixodon.
That is another part. I'm not entirely sure how to get there from here, so I've just kind of been walking around hoping that either I would find a place that I remember, or another Nosferatu would come around that I could ask.
Well,
or
you have to go from the place. We just walk right back down the way that we went back up. Remember, we left Nixodon and we came back up into the art house, and we just have to go back in the opposite direction from there.
Okay, well then, if you know the way, then you lead.
Okay, I'll just take her hand and like walk her back towards like the entrance to Rose, and then just back down like the reverse step order from how we left Nixodon.
That'll be an intelligence and survival roll.
Yeah, it will. I'm gonna go ahead and rouse intelligence while I'm at it. I'm good. I'm still at hunger 2, and that's 3 successes.
3 successes.
Yes.
It will take you quite a while.
That's okay. Apparently, we're not going to go find Harley, so this is what we're doing for a bit.
All right. Let's go back to where Harley is trapped watching Days of Our Lives. And the reason why I said Days of Our Lives is because Stacey Hoduck is in Days of Our Lives, who played Lily Langtree in Kindred the Embraced. Because I'm just tying in all of Kindred the Embraced. Let's get Brian Thompson on here. That's all I'm saying.
Ooh. That'd be fun.
So, Cassandra and Charlotte are making their way up the elevator to the, I believe I said 25th floor? I don't know. It's one of those floors.
That was a week ago. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I don't even remember yesterday.
Yes. So
I
you make your way
trusted
up.
that your conversation 20 minutes ago went well enough.
It did not go badly.
That's better than the last time we met.
Yeah, no one even got punched or died or anything.
I'd say that's a brilliant foundation.
Yeah, that's at least 85% better than last time.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna knock?
Oh yeah, I should probably knock in a specific way to let Harley know that we're here. And then she's going to knock to the beat of harder, better, faster, stronger. Like,
Yep. Okay. You got me going. Yeah. No. So as soon as Harley hears that he's gonna, okay, it's showtime, and ever so carefully, ever so slowly, going to be getting into position. So
Ever so stealthily?
yes, of course, ever so dexterously and stealthily.
It's almost like he knew what I was going to tell him
I
to roll.
know, and you know what? I think this is some buku. We need some big dice energy for this one, so we're gonna go ahead and rouse hunger, or rouse.
Is
our
that what
dice here.
BDE stands for?
Yes, BDE is big dice energy. So that I am now at Dex 5. Okay. My breaking in stealth specialty would not apply, correct?
It would not.
Okay.
Yeah, you're breaking out.
He's breaking
Yeah.
into the
Right.
hallway.
Nice try. That was a good attempt.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Rolling them level up dice.
Oh yeah, baby. Thud. Alright, holy shit. That's 4, 5, 6, 7 on a crit.
7 on a crit. Oh
Yep.
yeah, you're basically kind of like the wind at this point. So you come. There's kind of like the hallway as soon as you go in through the door, and you're positioned basically at the end of that particular hallway.
Okay. Well, as soon as I've got an open opportunity to get out of the room, I am still trying to maintain obfuscate. Ghost in the Machine is still active. I need to get the hell out of Dodge. I'm going to get to one of the limos and just sit there on the roof of the car and wait for one of them to come back.
The limos at this point would have pulled into the underground parking.
Oh, then I will stand around out front and wait for one of them to come back. I will find a little corner to tuck away, and I will when I get to safety, I'm gonna text the group, A-OK, let's GTFO.
All right, so Connor's attaché goes to open the door, and it is a tall gentleman with black hair, kind of military-like style. He's got like a form-fitting suit on that, for some reason, is able to hide weaponry. You're not sure how. He opens the door. It's like, "Hello."
Hi, we're actually here to see Connor. Is he available?
One moment, and they close the door because it was on the chain. Not enough space for Harley to get out, and takes a couple seconds. Harley, you see the attaché walk back down the hallway, whisper something into Connor's ear over the chance of, like, over the kind of Chesterfield that Connor is kind of relaxing on. And he gets up and he walks over to the door. He undoes the chain. It's the attaché still, but Connor has basically just gotten up and into position. And the attaché opens the door. It's like, yes, Mr. Lilu, we'll see you now.
Wonderful. And I guess we'll go in. But as we're going in, Charlotte's going to get in the middle of the door and like really stretch to make sure the door's open. Oh, sorry, I didn't get to do my yoga today. I'm just so tight.
I'm going to. Okay, here's my chance. Let's. Whoop.
Here's the Dex and stealth roll.
Yep, Dex is still roused. Thank God. All right.
Critical failure.
No.
Whoa!
Bolts into Charlotte.
I mean, if we want to.
Nosferatu just bowls everybody through the doorway.
Or all 7 of the Nos that have been hiding out in this apartment all just blink in at once.
Some of them are glittered already.
It's like a Laurel and Hardy sketch. They all just kind of like hit shoulders on the way out, and their legs keep moving.
The well-known fact that all Toreador penthouses have at least 4 Nos in them at all times.
At least.
That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on a messy crit.
6?
6
Okay.
on a messy crit.
Yeah, apparently I just turned into a La Sombra again. Thanks, Elena. Apparently I'm super Nosferatu. There we go.
It's part of the strategy.
Nope, that didn't work either. I'll just wait till it fixes itself manually. So you're able to kind of dexterously make it through. You do get a bit hungrier though. What does that put your hunger at?
That puts me at hunger 2.
Okay. You're able to make it out, and then you can make your way to either the stairwell or the elevator.
I think I'll patiently wait by the elevator for someone to get on, and I'll just shoulder surf my way until I get down to the lobby.
All right. You're easily able to do that,
Okay.
and then
as I'm gonna follow, weave my way through whatever people are down in the lobby, leave the building if I can. Once again, shoulder surfing, and then, like I said, I'll tuck up into an alcove somewhere, and then once I've reached safety, that's when I will text the group that it is time to go.
all right. That's gonna take you a fair chunk of minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So the attaché leads Charlotte and Cassandra into kind of one of those sunken living rooms that has the large television on the one side, and you have to kind of step down a few steps to get to standing beside Connor. I'll have to admit I wasn't expecting either of you this evening.
Well, I guess we're just full of surprises then.
That's us.
So I see. What brings you back, you guys?
Actually, it was me. As I seem to have heard from my lovely friend Cassandra here, you guys seem to have had a wonderful conversation, one that went so much better than the last time we met, and I feel like it would be unfair of me to you if I allowed us to stay on the wrong foot. So I'm here to formally apologize for my actions in your nightclub establishment.
Go on.
I'm very protective of my good friend here, and I acted rashly, and I'm big enough to understand that and come forward and apologize. And as far as I can tell, we don't have any reason to dislike each other.
She's very good, he says to Cassandra.
One of the best.
She actually just said that she should apologize twice, but didn't actually say I'm sorry.
Can't really think she's going to say all of those words in a row, can you?
Yeah, you're right.
I will humbly apologize from the bottom of my heart, and I'd like to open up the floor to you that we might proceed forward with a business relationship that can be mutually beneficial to the both of us.
Go on.
I just, we have this mutual connection in Cassandra,
We
and
do.
I don't see any reason why I, Cassandra's boss, wouldn't be able to work with my employee and best friend Cassandra's sire.
I don't see any reason why we couldn't either.
Good. So, what are your interests in the city? I'm sorry, I'm a bit behind on everybody's history with one another, but I am aware that you were not here for some time.
I was not, no. I have several business dealings already in the works, but if anything that you want to point me in the direction of, I'm all ears.
Oh, wonderful, because I happen to be in the field of business. So I'm sure your reasons are your own, as it were. But if any of your reasons might be helped by my reasons, then I would like to extend an olive branch.
What do you know about the other venture dealings in the city?
I know a lot. I could offer you a lot of information.
I'm kind of looking at taking some assets away from one of your clanmates,
And who did you have in mind?
Victor Davenport.
Oh. Did you hear that, Cassandra? Victor Davenport.
I did. Go on.
What did you intend to do?
Kind of not necessarily buy anything from him, but buy things around things that he has purchased and try to make the area not appealing.
That's what we did
That's exactly
to that
what
pirate.
we did.
Ah, I love your style.
That was exactly my suggestion.
I think that's a wonderful idea. It would honestly be beneficial to me.
Well, then we have something to look forward to.
If in your exploits, purchasing and slumifying the areas around Victor's properties, perhaps you could, I don't know, damage his reputation with the Camarilla?
Start probably on the micro before we get to the macro.
Of course.
Start with the Ventru clan and start eroding everyone's confidence in him at that point.
And that would be more than enough. And if I could get a promise from you that you would be willing to do that, then I would offer you any information you need to carry out your goals.
I'm more than willing to do that.
Wonderful. Then I'm glad we're getting on the right foot then. And I'll extend my hand to shake.
He accepts it, shakes it.
Wasn't this nice?
This has been a very pleasant interaction where everyone has kept their cool and no one has attacked anyone. I've enjoyed this.
You're welcome back anytime.
We'll keep that in mind.
Thank you for your time. I'll let you get back to your show.
Always a pleasure. Cassandra, how did you enjoy the roses?
Quite a lot. I appreciate the gesture. Call it a step on the right foot. Down the right path.
Indeed. Well, I don't want to keep you lovely ladies too long.
Yes, we'll get out of your hair. Cassandra, shall we?
Let's.
Another time.
Another time.
Miss Ardane,
The pleasure was all mine.
Francois will see you out. And the attaché comes around and lets you both out.
And this
I
time
didn't take
Cassandra
it.
stands in the doorway for a really long time, like fixing her shoe strap. Just in case.
All right.
And then we'll leave.
Yeah, just in case the other Keystone Cops Nosferatu haven't made it out yet.
Everyone's getting a pass tonight.
Getting them all out.
So you hop in the elevator?
Yeah.
Mhm.
He doesn't seem so bad when out of that stressful situation.
And
No.
as soon as Charlotte is done saying that, there is someone who has like a big, healthy trench coat and a top, kind of a hat pulled down over their eyes, and they appear out of nowhere, and they're like, "Thank God you got me out of there." Fuck.
We get the wrong one.
Oh God, did we? Was he in a different room?
I'll check my phone to make sure that he got out.
Oh my God! Thank you. That was good.
I had to watch one more fucking Days of Our Lives. I was gonna go nuts.
He still watches that, huh?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, there. Anyone checking their phone would have seen that Harley has returned, or Harley is outside. He has left instructions to leave the limo door open for him so he can get in. Otherwise, he runs the risk of being spotted out in the open, still on the property. But he will be keeping an eye out for anyone walking out of the building, and then he'll tag along and then pop back into existence inside the limo.
Easy enough. As soon as Charlotte and Cassandra get back to the limo, she'll hold the door open as instructed.
As you get off the elevator, well, thanks for the assist.
Yeah, anytime.
Yeah, I like this one. She's spunky.
Funky.
Funky. Add that to my resume.
So, and actually, if Harley spots him walking out, he will, tag along and, just whisper and stay quiet enough so he won't obfuscate. Hey, thank you very much. Not again. Hey, thanks. Let's get the fuck out of here.
That's ours.
Oh, good, we did get it.
Thank you.
I was worried.
Yeah,
I wasn't
going
going
back
back
up there again.
Jinx, you both owe me something. Is that how that works still?
Yes, but I wasn't to worry you during Coke.
Oh. Okay. But, alright, just...
And also, technically speaking, you didn't poke, so therefore your jinx is now null and void.
No, I'll say I can't poke right now. Or... No, we need to come up with different rules for this.
But legally speaking, it favors me, so I think not.
Legally?
Is there jinx rules? Like...
There's Jinx rules. I don't think there's Jinx laws.
No, there's jinx bylaws. They're actually very important and hold up in a court of law.
This has
Oh
been
my God, really?
It's codified and ratified by the United States Congress of something or other.
Yep,
Oh my
Canada
God,
adopted
really?
it shortly after.
And Cassandra starts Googling this on her phone on the way out.
You-
Fair enough.
Is Jinx legally binding?
You're gonna want to look up Senator Jim Quackenbush. Senator, Jim Quackenbush, 1964.
Oh, you guys know this like really well.
It's
You'd be
Jinx.
surprised how often it comes up.
I don't have anything coming up. You must be Googling it wrong.
So as soon as we get back to the limo, Harley's just like antsy to just even though he's still like obfuscated, he's still feeling way exposed right now. That was way too hairy for him.
Yeah, it was. So, the other two, Charlie and Elena, are you making your way to Nixodon?
Still trying.
Yep.
Doing an intelligence and survival roll.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
1.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Let me make a roll too. Hold on.
Yeah, I figured we both were at that point.
let,
But
let me go ahead and make that roll too. Hold on.
This is the sewers.
Okay, I got 2.
Yeah, this is the sewers. It's actually seems to have switched since the last time you went to see Nixodon. You're not sure how.
they move walls down here.
I don't know. How am I supposed to know? Just keep going. Surely we'll find it. Find the Nixodon or another Nosferatu something that could tell us where to go.
Or we live here now. Either way.
I don't live here.
While we're trying to find Nixodon to cash in a boon to handle Connor, I should probably mention that part of the whole conversation after that you left was the fact that Cassandra wants to use Connor to actually benefit us. And part of that whole conversation was the fact that ultimately I can't stop her if that's what she wants to do, even if I don't agree with it.
Does she now? That's what she wants to do?
She thinks that we could use him to our advantage. If we actually convince him that we're working the same side of things, like he seems to want to do, we could actually get things done, and worst case, burn him.
Trust him.
No.
Do you think that he's lying to her right now?
And undoubtedly, but about what, I don't know. I don't know what their conversation was. Do I think that he has the ability to help? Probably. Do I think that he actually gives a shit? No.
Do we want his help? Considering that it's likely to come with strings attached.
Define we.
The group. You, I. Separately.
The group, yes. Me, no. You, well, probably not, because you're down here too.
So now my question is, Charlie, what do you want to do? Do you want to continue on this path and find the Nixodon and cash in my 2 boons and end this whole Connor situation once and for all? Or do you want to go back and let Cassandra fall back in line with him?
I want to cash in your boons to have Nixodon pull something on Connor that will keep him out of this city and out of our hair as much as possible.
You want me
Because
to...
if she kills him and I don't get to, that's not going to sit well with me.
Okay, so what if we cash in my boons and have her apprehend him so that you can kill him? Would that make you feel better?
It would make me feel better right up until Cassandra was upset about it. No, I want him gone. I want him gone while he was supposed to be gone. I want him gone, not coming back gone.
You know that that's never going to be the case.
Somebody as powerful and as old as Nixodon, it certainly fucking can be.
You want him gone. That's what you want.
I want him out of this city, not coming back. I don't want him taking people again.
Why can't we just kill him?
Because
That was the fucking plan in the first place. Why can't we kill him?
Because then I have to face Cassandra after this whole conversation.
No, you don't. You don't have to tell her anything. She doesn't have to know that you killed him. Tell her I did it. Or Nixodon did it. She's already fucking pissed off at me. What does it matter? I don't care.
Don't need more lies.
Okay, fine then. What if I do kill him then?
Then, like I already told you, that's going to put a damper on things between you and me. Because I didn't get
What
to.
if I kill him and don't tell you that I did it?
Then it's very much going to put a damper on things when I find out.
When? Who's to say that you will?
When?
You're cute, Charlie. That's adorable. I'm going to give you a little time between now and whenever we do find Nixodon to come to final terms on what it is you actually want, because I'm going to tell you now, whether Nixodon decides to actually send him away, what is to say he doesn't come back? What is to say that whatever it is Nixodon finds out becomes useless, or he just doesn't fucking care anymore? Or what if Nixodon decides to leave? You're not putting an end to the situation. You are putting a band-aid on it. You are postponing the inevitable.
She could also just leave right now instead of us cashing in boons and being able to use her for help on this plan that we're doing. There's a million what ifs here. If they're pretending to give a shit about the boon system, then we play the boon system. And if he doesn't care and won't go and continues to act the way that he acted, then I'll finish it.
That is a really, really big what if right there. That you actually will be able to finish it. I don't want you to misunderstand what I'm saying to you. It's not that I don't think that you want to, or that I don't think that you're capable of doing it. But what if he continues to do what he has already done?
You can't do it
And
all the time.
he manages to reel Cassandra back in.
Then he won't.
What are you
see
going
me
to
coming.
do? Oh, but then just you're going to have to deal with her being upset with you, aren't you?
Well, then he won't have given me a choice.
You know what? No. I'm not cashing in 2 boons for an Elder Nosferatu. For a what-if scenario.
Then we go
For
back.
a potential for him to leave and to come back or whatever. If I'm going to cash in 2 boons, it's for a permanent solution.
Then we go back. And if he does the same stuff, we do a permanent solution. And then we still have 2 boons.
Fine. We can do that. But I need you to understand something. I'm far less inclined to participate in whatever it is Cassandra's got going on with him.
I'm right there with you, but this is the game that we have to play if we
I
want
don't have to play this game.
This is the
Not
game
a
we
thing.
have to play if we want to do this right. Otherwise, we might as well just be anarchs and blow up whatever and take over.
I don't like it.
I don't like any of it. But here we are.
What do you know? What else do you know? About him, about who he associates with? Anything that you could think of that we could actually use as some sort of a leverage? Contingency plans.
I have not seen him in over 37 years. I don't even know if he associates with the same people in Montreal anymore.
Okay. My next
All I know is that
question.
he came into town. He got pissy over bad money choices, blew off steam by unsanctioned embrace, and left.
Alright, so let's fast forward just a bit then. We know that he is currently trying to find information out on us. We can only assume that it is to gain some sort of leverage against us, if need be. Is there anything that he could use against you?
There's nothing that he can dig up on me that he can use against me.
I didn't ask that he could dig up on you. I asked, is there anything that he can use against you? The fact that you just said to dig up is making me question things now.
My point is that
What is it, Charlie?
it's nothing.
Don't lie to me.
Nothing he can say can undo or damage what we're trying to do here.
So, I was going to continue and ask if there was anything you knew about, Charlotte, or you wouldn't know anything about Harley that I don't know, or Cassandra. But there's something else with you that you're not wanting to tell me. I know you well enough to be able to tell. But it's fine. You don't want to tell me? Add it to the list of things we don't tell each other. And I'm going to turn and walk back down the sewer.
Heading towards an exit of the sewer?
Yes.
Okay. What is Charlie doing?
Currently just standing there.
I am pulling my shadows.
Garage.
You're pulling shadows?
Yeah, I'm pulling my shadows with me. Like, I'm physically, like, making them climb and crawl the walls.
And I'll turn on Eyes of the Beast and just walk towards the exit as well.
All right. You're easily able to make it to the exit, and all of this traipsing around pretty much everywhere has probably pulled it close to the end of the evening for the Kindred. Heading back, I'm assuming, to various havens and whatnot.
Yeah.
All right, so we will kind of pull that to a close on the day, and then we'll get a rouse check from everybody.
It's like, yeah, as soon as we got out of the sewer, Elena, without really saying much of anything, is going to head to her lovely little floor at Charlotte Industries.
Harley would have, gone home. Kind of just told Charlotte and Cassandra, we'll talk about it later. We don't have that time. And
before we drop everybody off from the two limos that we're all traveling in one limo, Charlotte, without talking about everything, because obviously we don't have time, as you said, Harley.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we just had this wonderful conversation about not keeping secrets and being open with each other, but I have a sneaking suspicion that Bonnie and Clyde aren't going to be too fond of a business relationship with Connor.
Probably not.
Is Connor their sire?
No.
Whose sire is Connor's?
Mine. Did you not know that?
I'm laying out some basic math.
Oh, that's why I was confused.
That's Charlie's thing.
1 + 1 = 2. Connor is not their sire. However, is he a security risk? Does he pose a potential problem for what we're trying to accomplish? Yes. Are there multiple kindred in this city, some of whom in this vehicle, who have wanted him dead or are planning on wanting him dead? Yes. It is only a matter of time before he pisses off the wrong person.
You mean Bonnie and Clyde, right?
In the grand scheme of things, we all know that there's scarier kindred out there. Fuck, there's one that lives underneath the city right now.
Yeah, but if there's one thing Connor's good at, it's, making friends and influencing people when he wants to.
Right.
Which is why I'd rather he be on our side than someone else's.
I'm just trying to say, if people can keep their murder boners in their pants for just 1 week, and we can maybe see if we can get this sorted out, we might be able to get some common ground. And then Charlie and Elena can spray him all over the goddamn anger basement. For all I care, we got what we needed. But, Cassandra, he's your sire. It's your ultimate say in how this proceeds. I don't have any opinion. And Charlie's beef is Charlie's beef. Elena's beef is Elena's beef. He's your sire. It's none of my fucking business.
And I'm not going to tell anybody to lie to their friends on my behalf. I'm just saying, consider how they might feel about the conversation we just had.
Badly.
A lie by omission is much kinder than a blatant lie to the face, isn't it?
Didn't Elena just give me trouble for lying by omission? Like an hour
But you
ago?
found out.
So it's fine as long as it stays a secret. I like
Yeah.
these rules.
Mm-hmm. Right next to the Jinx bylaws.
I can't find those. I'm gonna look harder.
Look harder. You do that. I'll drop you guys off.
I guess the real question is, Harley, can you keep Elena's murder boner in her pants? Because you're the only one who could. Especially
And it's
since
a
Charlie's
massive
decided to
boner.
hop on the boner.
Oh Jesus.
Just real quick, you have no idea how bad that laugh I just choked back. You have no idea how badly that just fucked up my throat. And then that. So that was awesome. I live for this shit, and I love you guys very, very much.
Wow.
Ow, that hurt.
Season 3, everybody. Welcome to discussions about murder boners.
New hashtag.
Hashtag ride the murder boner.
Oh God.
Man, we need t-shirts for this.
Hey, storyteller.
Hashtag motor boner.
Hey, storyteller.
Yes.
While they're driving back and talking and stuff and whatnot after Elena has left, before I head to my haven, real quick question.
42.
There were two limos at this art house, right?
Yes.
They took one back, right?
They took both of them.
They drove in both of them to the casino?
It was a power move. They sent one ahead.
We took both, but we were all in one.
Okay, making sure. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll address this the next night then.
It was the Venture power move.
That's cool. I've seen both limos.
I wake up.
Yeah. So murder boners.
Yep.
Hashtag murder boner.
Did we give the "this is an adult game" spiel yet?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I should touch base on that one.
Whole
But
thing.
yeah. So anyway, it's a little early, but I think it's time for a break.
On
while
that note.
we can compose ourselves.
I'm so sorry.
And then when we come back from the break, probably in about 5 to 7 minutes, we will hop it into the next night and see what other discussions about murder boners we can have.
Wonderful.
See you in 5,
5,
7,
7,
Ish.
5-ish.
93, I don't know.
4.
we're back. Welcome back, everybody. So we left off on hashtag murder boner, which I should probably get somebody to design those t-shirts. And we are opening up the scene once again with the next night and a rouse check from everybody.
The storyteller, like we talked about on the break, I did a hunting roll for the previous night. I got 5 successes, so
Okay.
dropping down to 1 via my super secret method of feeding, and rouse check is success.
Yeah, I'm noticing our chat, and it's just gotten weird. Okay. So for the rouse check, Charlotte, how'd you do?
I'm good.
Charlie, Elena. Oh dear. Harley,
Harley succeeded.
Cassandra. No.
I'm not
All
the
right.
only one.
This is gonna be fun. So Elena hears in the back of Elena's head, Elena, you need to eat.
I know.
Just kill someone. It's fine.
I
Don't worry
tried
about it.
recently.
No, now you have to kill someone else. They're a little out of reach at the moment.
I'm really, really hungry. I'm going to have to kill somebody very soon, aren't I?
Yeah, yes, you are.
The question is who, though, because I can't really kill, Charlie or Harley or Cassandra or Charlotte.
I
Why
mean,
was I so far down the list?
Right? I noticed some hesitation
And
on
with
those
the
last
hesitation.
two.
and there's a flashback to our season 1 and the MySpace 5 best friends list. Just pick someone. For Christ's
I don't
sake.
know. There's not really.
You have an abundance of choice, the entire world.
That's not exactly what I want to eat, though.
Then pick someone.
I had to pick
What
you
about-
if you were right here.
Fair. But I'm not right there, am I?
No, but I think Charlotte might have a few interns that she has. I have a goal still somewhere. That would work, wouldn't it? That wouldn't work. Would it work? Do you think that would work?
It
Would
might
that get
work.
me at least not so hungry? Because I'm very hungry right now.
It might.
I'm going to have to kill him, aren't I?
Yes.
I thought so. Alright. Just this once, I will actually agree with you that I need to kill somebody for hunger.
Oh.
Needs.
It's for your betterment.
Everything I do is for my betterment.
Exactly.
I should really be concerned at how much we get along now, but I'm not going to question it at the moment.
Why be concerned? I'm trying to help you. Help me help you.
Alright. I'm going to do that. That's what I'm going to do. And she's going to leave her section of the floor and she is going to look for Skip. Oh, poor Skip.
F in the chat for Skip. So Cassandra, you wake up. Where was it that you went to sleep for the day?
On my floor at Charlotte Industries.
You wake up. There is the kind of scattered about, half-finished redecoration projects that you've been working on. And you kind of half-heartedly blink, and you kind of get this kind of image of Connor beside you. Cassandra.
Well, that can't be right.
Can't it?
At the very least, it would be very bad.
Would it though?
Here, probably.
You gotta eat someone.
don't have to.
I mean, you don't. But you and I both know that the hungrier you get, the more powerful my hold on you becomes.
Well, that's true.
So, you also know that if you eat someone completely, I might even go away for quite a while.
That seems like a bad idea.
Does it, though? Ask Elena. She seems to like the idea.
I don't know if I should be taking any feeding advice from Elena. Or fashion advice. Same thing.
Is it, though?
When it comes to Elena, yeah.
But really, you need to eat.
Think about it.
And that's last you hear of that. So, let's see. Everybody went back to Charlotte Industries, or yeah, okay.
So I went to my apartment, to feed. Woke up, went to Charlotte Industries, and before I meet up with everybody else, I'm going to the garage.
All right.
And I'm going to find one of the 2 limos that was outside of the place from last night. And I'm going to try to access its GPS.
All right. So that's going to require an intelligence and technology roll.
Technology or larceny, actually. How do you lock your limos, Charlotte?
I don't know.
Yeah, technology it is.
Does the limo driver lock the limo?
Oh, this shouldn't be difficult though. If it's a new limo, it should just have one of those GPS things that tells like your past, all of your stuff right there.
5 successes.
Yep.
Yeah, you open up the limo. It's not locked for some reason. It's almost as if the person who lives here and calls on the limos basically owns them all. And
Find the keys under the visor like a movie. Yeah. Oh, okay. And just, checking GPS for last location to find a casino.
it was Park Casino.
Okay.
And from the back seat, you kind of hear like, oh man,
Just turn around.
It is kind of a not great looking person with a ball cap and a large trench coat who had gotten into the other limo last night that nobody noticed. It's like, man.
Hi.
I don't know how people sleep in these things.
Usually they don't.
Well, yeah, I guess there's that.
Who are you?
Oh, me? I'm, the Nosferatu guy.
Which one?
Oh, I'm Matt.
Hi, Matt. I'm Charlie.
What's up?
Not much. Just, checking on the stuff in the office building that I work in. How about you?
I thought I'd hop into one of these limos. There's 2 of them. There's a bunch of them there.
There's a lot.
Yeah, right.
Oh, thanks for stopping by, Matt.
Okay, cool. And he's just going to sit there.
Thanks for stopping by, Matt. Bye-bye now.
Yep. You keep saying that.
I do. You're in my car.
This is your car? I thought it was the Venture.
I work here.
What's her name? Carlota something or other.
Got it in one. But no, we have our own cars, and you're in mine. So, if you wouldn't mind.
Oh, all right. He shuffles over and he gets out.
Thank you.
He leaves the door wide open though.
Mhm.
He's a bit of an asshole.
Just watch him go.
He actually goes up to the elevator. He hits the button, and then when it comes down, he gets on. And it goes up.
And then I'll just close the doors and head up and just store the information of where to go later. And I'll make my way up to meet up with everybody else or see who I run into first.
Is everyone going to be meeting in the boardroom.
Well,
Elena.
Elena's looking for somebody.
Elena is looking for Skip, and I have been just informed that Skip is in the basement.
I might run
Yes,
into her first.
Skip was in the basement.
Still toothbrush cleaning the floors.
Poor bastard.
Am I going to run
Skip's
into
life
Elena
is
first,
hell.
or is the basement like below the garage?
The basement's below the garage.
All right, there we go then.
You might see the elevator going
I
down.
I have to get on an elevator. It's up to you and the storyteller if it's that elevator or not.
Yeah, there's several elevators.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't care one way or the other. You can. I'm just gonna tell you that I'm hungry.
So you may or may not want that elevator.
It depends on how much you want to keep Skip alive. Just here, tell you what. I'm gonna roll one die, yes or no. And no, I don't get on that elevator.
No.
I get on a
Alright.
different one.
Honestly, you should get humanity back for putting him out of his misery.
Wow. We've gotten that far in only 2 seasons, so yeah, all right. You're going down to the basement to find Skip.
Mm-hmm.
And what do they see in the basement? 'Cause there's a bit more destruction than there was before. And Skip is down there dutifully trying to clean what he can.
Skip is trying. Okay, Skip is trying to super glue chunks of the concrete wall back together. Harley
Yeah.
Harley had a little bit of a temper tantrum after he got the phone call from Abigail. And after he dutifully and calmly made several backup recordings of that phone call, he went down into the anger basement with a sledgehammer and went sick house. Skip has been down here for 3 days, literally supergluing the room back together.
To be honest, it looks kind of horrible.
So yeah, Elena will go down, and she's just. What did you do?
I didn't do anything. It was like this when I got here. The Harley told me to, and he's comparing 2 like different chunks, and he looks like he's trying to like fit it into the wall, but then he's like, no, maybe it's this. No, this one.
Do you want to stop doing that?
Yes.
Do you want to stop doing all the things that you're told to do?
Fuck yes. That'd be great. And he like drops the pieces. He's like, all right, cool. Now I'm actually gonna like, work my way up in the organization, right? You're gonna turn me into like a vampire or something.
How is it that you could be useful?
Well, you could turn me into a vampire, and then I can be super useful because then I can, we can do all that shadow.
Okay, let's say
shit
that I'm not. No.
together.
Let's say that they don't turn you into a vampire, and it's kindred. By the way, we don't say that word.
Blank body, whatever. It doesn't.
You know,
Sure.
you're right. I'm going to
can
do that.
figure
So
it-
just come to me. Come here.
Okay, cool.
And she's just gonna grab him and just like tear into his throat.
Yeah, I'm assuming you're going for the whole hog.
Oh yeah, he's done.
Are you
Farewell to
embracing him?
Oh fuck no. Oh wait. I could embrace him and diabolize him.
Oh, what is wrong with you?
He's already a ghoul. He's already a ghoul.
That's not what the basement was for.
You're not going to get much out of it, honestly, if you do it that way.
Yeah. No,
you're
I'm
not.
just taking all of. I'm taking it all. He's done for. Farewell to Skip.
F in the chat for Skip.
And bye bye hunger. I feel
Yeah,
so much
but-
better now.
Brings you down to 0. You basically you finish off, and there's a little bit of blood because you're not really wasting any, and Skip is extremely pale. His face is sunken in, and he's just leaning back because you're still kind of holding him as you're like readjusting.
Come on, now Skip, and I'm gonna grab him and I'm gonna carry him with me. We're going upstairs now.
And that's a humanity stain. Haven't quite decided if that's another humanity stain for moving around like a marionette, but we'll deal with that later.
Oh shit! Damn, I need to roll to resolve that one and the other one that I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
It's almost like you should like stop killing people, which is crazy, right?
That'll come later.
And I don't know what
I'm
makes
okay.
me feel worse, the fact that we're doing this to the poor man, or the fact that we're low-key laughing our asses off about it.
Low key, nothing.
There's no low key about this. This is hilarious.
Loki is another show.
You want
We
low
won't
key
get
in
into
on
it.
Wednesdays? This is a Saturday thing.
I didn't realize that carrying Skip up to the conference room was gonna be a stain. But hey, we're there now.
Yeah, it's stained the carpet, it's stained the elevator.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
There we are. We're here. We have arrived. This is
Welcome to season 3, everyone.
Yes. This is
It's
the-
not a good season.
I think we need to make a T-shirt now that just says Elena's humanity, and then like the Xing of like the slash marks.
Days
They need to
since
have
last
people's
humanity
names
stain.
in it.
And this is, I love everyone, and I love the fact that we're doing this every single week, and rip F in the chat to this man.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I'll just be in the hallway as Elena comes up with the body, like, what?
I was very hungry.
And you took him to go?
Not quite. It's Skip. Do you remember?
I very much remember. Yes.
So to be fair, and in my defense, I gave him a choice.
To what?
Okay, so he was down there super gluing pieces of the wall together because apparently Harley told him to go super glue the basement together. So
That's kind of funny.
I asked him if he wanted to be finished with that, and he said yes. And I asked him if he wanted to be done with doing all the things that we tell him to do, and he said yes. And then he asked if I was going to embrace him, which of course I'm not going to do that. That would be foolish. And then, I mean, come on, he's not really worth it, is he? He's not worthy enough to be Alessandra. That is beside the point, though.
I'm not upset.
Okay, wait. And then he called me vampire, and I told him kindred, and then he called me a blank body, and
Everything that you've said, I actually understand. What I don't understand is why he is your +1 right now.
well, I could have left him into the basement.
There's a period at the end of that sentence, right?
But
There is not.
I thought it would be funny to
Stain.
I thought it would be funny to show everyone that, you know, it was a lot more entertaining in my head than it is right now. I thought I think he might have been on something. I'm just going to say, I think he might have been a little high on something.
It's probably all the super glue fumes.
Very much could be it. I'm smiling now and I'm laughing, and that's a good sign, right?
Normally, I would say yes. This is a little unnerving.
Come on, it's kind of funny. A little bit.
What if we put him back before we go in there?
But no, I need to show Harley that he did not finish his task down there, so Harley's going to have to go fix the damn basement now.
I think he'll figure it out.
What floor are we on right now? Oh my god, my camera's being stupid.
It's all that
Sure.
staining.
Yeah.
Full with sombra here, guys.
Yeah. As a storyteller note, as soon as Brennan said "stain," that's when your camera went all Lasombra.
I am trying to fix it. It's not working though.
We're on like floor 17 or something like
There
that.
you go.
There we go. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm back now. So is this the conference room floor? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's okay. You're not going to let me take him in there, are you?
I would really rather not have another guest. Even if he's not going to talk much.
We could say that this is one of the heads that was in Charlotte's box.
You and I both know there weren't any heads in the box.
But Cassandra doesn't know that.
How I'm literally gonna like reach out and just take Skip by the shoulder and go.
Okay.
I will meet you in the.
No, I'm coming. Okay, I will
Okay.
go. Okay, that's
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
Come on, I was just having a little fun. I was like, I haven't laughed in a few days, nights, weeks.
Really glad that you could.
It's been a while.
I'm honest. I am honestly really glad that you could.
Skip was useful for at least one more thing.
There is that. This could have been somebody else. So there is that. Maybe we just put him back down there.
Okay,
Maybe
Let's
he slipped
go.
on broken concrete. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that it is obvious that that is not broken concrete, but it'll be a new mystery for Charlotte Industries. How's that?
A short mystery, but yes.
Fine. Are you going with me to make sure that I do the thing, or do I get to be trusted enough to do it myself?
I mean, I was just gonna ride down with you, but if you want to go by yourself, you can.
No, you can come with me. That's fine.
Okay.
So we'll go back down to the basement to put.
Drop and back up.
Like we're all just watching this on the elevator
We're
camera.
absolutely watching this on the security camera. It's like, what are they doing?
Why
So
did she bring
the
him all the way up?
elevator doors open, and then Skip flops out. The elevator
see?
doors close.
Do you see?
There's a lot of concrete.
He was super gluing it all together.
That part's really funny, actually.
I thought so too. All right. Let's just push him out.
So what is everyone else doing now that
And just skip.
during Skip's final journey?
Harley's probably been in the conference room. I don't know if Cassandra was going to be there or not, but if she was going to be there early, Harley might have actually started showing her like old vintage like early internet like memes and stuff. So we're talking like pre-Homestar Runner. We're talking like Bird is Evil, like the real like
Strong bad.
yeah, well, yeah, like AOL keyword type stuff. And you know, and he's kind of treating it almost like a history lesson. Like, you know, you can go like, okay, now this is the Newgrounds era of the internet memes, and then this is where 4chan comes in, and we don't talk about that, except I probably already got us kicked off of Twitch. But yes, anyways, yeah. So we're
Wow,
going
the
through.
internet was dumb.
It was slow. It was really, really slow.
I'm really glad that the Venture bought it.
The Ventru own the whole internet?
Yeah, that's why everything's on 3 sites.
That's what we like you to think.
That makes more sense. I would figure the NOS owned the internet if anyone does.
Well, it's supposed to be for everybody, but some people just can't leave well enough alone, and they have to start poking their nose in where it doesn't fucking belong, and then the next thing you know, everyone knows about the goddamn thing, and then the Sabat's all up on our shit, and then we end up where we are at now, all because a fucking Ventru found out about ShrekNet back in the fucking 90s.
Great film.
So, how does this relate to the Jinx bylaws? You said you were going to show me them.
Oh, well, no, see, you have to go into the dark web to find them. Like, they're that secret, and I'm not allowed to go there right now. I have to buy more time on the dark web.
Like a prepaid cell phone
Yeah.
of the dark web?
Well, yeah, it's like, it's burner internet. So you
That
have
makes
to...
a lot of sense.
Yeah. So it's kind of like those gift card scams. You know, you go like to Walmart, except you don't go to Walmart. You go to, there's a guy that you buy the card from, and then you put in the number, and
You
then
just buy it from like this one guy?
yeah.
He has like all the dark web gift cards?
Well, see, it's you got to know the guy who knows the guy. But
The internet's confusing.
it's a series of tubes, and no one knows where they go.
Ding.
You're gonna make me, as a storyteller, decide where the fucking internet tubes go, aren't you?
No.
They go to the Jinx bylaws.
They go to the moon, all right?
Just walking,
Like
walking with Elena in the middle of all this.
So, and then, hi, and so this is when, okay, so Trogdor, this is that song that I played for you earlier.
What are you talking
Harley,
about?
don't do that.
Charlie, Elena, please tell me you're doing something more productive than arguing about internet memes.
This is the history of the whole internet.
The
No,
whole
it's
internet?
not.
The whole internet?
The,
How
The
would you
whole
know?
internet.
the fun parts of it.
You said this was the whole internet.
There's more. Remember, this was, we're talking about the dark web, right? And then there's the regular internet, which
There's
is
the surface web, and
Right.
then there's the dark web, and then somewhere in the middle is all the porn.
I'm learning so much.
it's the iceberg. Yeah.
So you've just been exploring the internet.
Well, I'm teaching her the history of my people.
Internet Explorer has been discontinued.
What do you mean? What do you mean, your people?
The
Nerds.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right. I mean,
I meant like Nosferatu history.
well, see, when you start getting into like the more like recent embraces, it's very much a web, kind of interconnected.
Makes sense.
So,
Damn it. I
Huh.
have glue on my hands.
What?
Why do you have glue on your hands?
Can I?
That's a humanity stain.
No, it's glue.
Oh, sorry.
Cassandra reaches into her bag of holding and comes out with those like nail polish remover pads.
Out, damnable spot! Out.
Sorry, I was just getting so used to, as a storyteller, telling Elena she had a humanity stain that it's force habit at this point.
Is it safe to assume that Elena is maybe looking a little pink around the edges? Maybe she's looking a little
At
fresh.
her humanity level? No,
Oh,
no.
She's smiling, if that matters.
Yeah, she's
She looks
smiling.
chill.
That's
That's
disconcerting in and
horrifying.
of itself.
Well, I meant, could I tell that she's recently fed to satisfaction? Is what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, she's smiling.
Or
yeah,
wait,
you mean
no,
what's-
I can tell she's blood high. I know.
Yeah, you would know the.
She, yeah. Okay, we know what's up.
yep.
Oh, you. God
What's
damn
wrong,
it.
Harley?
She ate. How?
She's what?
And I look at Charlie. How bad is it?
Not that bad, actually. It's all contained.
I didn't make a mess.
It's true.
Damn it.
But he's not going to be cleaning any up anymore, especially not yours. Mr. Super Glue the concrete back to the wall.
You killed Skip?
What a weird nickname.
She
did.
killed Skip.
Yeah.
I was hoping we'd give him a character arc or something where he could prove himself to the group. Maybe we'd embrace
Well, he
him,
did.
he'd become part of the family.
He did. No. He
Arguably.
did prove himself to the group. So let me explain. I gave him a choice and he made it.
Did you
Sure.
give him a choice or did you give him a Charlotte choice?
Was this
Oh, the
gonna
kind
all
where you-
break your neck or like choose
No,
your own
I asked him
death?
if he wanted to stop doing the super glue thing, and he said yes. And I asked him if he wanted to stop doing all the things that we tell him to do permanently, and he said yes. And then he asked if I was going to embrace him, and I said no. And he said something about the vampire, and I told him it was Kindred, and then he called me a blank body, and then
It sounds like he kind of antagonized it.
Charlotte choice.
Yeah.
He didn't even make it to the beach episode. Fuck. Alright.
I feel better if that's any consolation.
I don't know if Elena should be allowed alone in the basement anymore.
I don't think
Not
she
while-
should be allowed at all.
Well, I could be angry and be trying to eat all of you again.
Or eating
Are
somebody
those
else.
the only two options?
Your
No,
bar
he-
is so
he could be
low.
eating somebody at random on the street. So there's
I
that.
cannot win with any of you.
I mean,
I
look-
spare all of you. I was told I should eat all of you, and I did not do that. Instead, I went and ate Skip because he was a useless anyway. He didn't even make the jigsaw puzzle basement look good. It's bad. It's very bad. And I could have done.
My hand on her shoulder, like she did honestly the best case scenario in this scenario. So
I suppose that's true, yeah.
How is this the? I should.
it could be somebody on the street. It could be us. It could
You know what?
number of options. This is
Fine.
better. This is
Never
better.
mind. I can't win. I just cannot. Nothing I do is going to ever be. And
No.
she's gonna turn and fucking storm
I
out.
still have my hand on her shoulder. It's gonna go no.
I cannot. Just they're gonna always. There's going to always be something.
Elena.
There's going to always be something.
Elena, take a minute.
If someone had to die, I guess it's best that it was Skip because he sucked.
No, she sucked.
I see what you did there.
That's what he said.
Nice.
Does anybody have Humanity 8? Just,
No.
for
Yes.
my need
Yes.
for my need to know. Let's just say that,
It was very callous behavior.
yeah.
Yes, and yes, the person that is being the most, like the least awful about this is the one that has Humanity 8.
Yeah, that's still gonna be like a stain.
I'm sitting at
I didn't do
6.
shit.
I'm sitting at 6.
You're trying to justify.
Show me the
murder.
chronicle tenant I violated.
To be fair, I'm not trying to justify murder. I'm just saying that if a dog gets off her leash, then she's going to do what a dog does.
Well, all right. Well, it's not like you're really saving that much in payroll.
You're going to put
expenses.
screws to him, Charlotte.
Yeah, not to death.
We're good. We're good.
I'm not a monkey with
I
hammers.
try to do the right thing and not eat one of you, or not go find Connor and try to eat Connor, or not go eat Alexandru, or not go eat somebody else. Instead, I go for the one that nobody really fucking cares about anyway, and he was my fucking goal in the first place.
That's a good point.
That's
Okay,
true.
just
This
so
is a
now
very
that
good
Skip
point.
is dead.
Yeah.
How much do we all move up the list on things that you're planning on eating?
Good question.
Probably
do we need-
not.
Do
for
we
a
need to get
while.
you like another backup ghoul for
That's
Like,
what I'm asking.
a week
and-
Wednesday?
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't hurt.
Someone put that on a to-do list.
Sandra,
Yes, Miss Ardane.
we need someone for Elena to cool. Not one of mine.
Let's come back to that.
I couldn't pick my own person.
Yeah, how would I pick that person? Do I just find somebody who's like a goth or something?
Someone who likes boots.
Do we want an office goth? Oh, we should get one that matches.
She can do
her.
it. She can do it.
No, I can find my own ghoul.
She can do it when she wants to. It's fine.
Okay, never mind, Sandra.
Fine.
Keep up with your knitting.
You get a text in a couple seconds, Charlotte, from Sandra that basically says, I'm going to put together the list anyway.
Thank you.
I just looked to Harley. Glad you're back.
Glad to be back.
How are the sewers?
Uneventful.
Thank you.
Elena made a friend. Not really.
It's nice.
She threw glitter on him.
So did we, but we didn't throw glitter on him.
He tried to call you, Harley. You didn't answer the phone.
My phone was off.
I wonder why that was. Oh, wait, no, I don't have to wonder, because I know now. Because Charlie had to tell me.
Yes, Charlie had to tell me. Because... You know what? No, I'm not gonna be the one to say what needs to be said. Cassandra, why didn't I let anyone know what I was doing? You wanna answer that?
No, not really.
Okay, it's because if one of you knew where I was going, one of you would insist of coming along and killing him.
Oh, and our plan went swimmingly and successfully and without a hitch. Without the murder twins or your boners.
Great. What's the plan and how is it going to work now?
We got Harley out.
Great.
Cassandra
And?
got to talk to her sire.
Again.
And
So now we move on to the next stage of the plan.
Great plan.
Okay, are we not resolved here? I feel we've reached a resolution with this stage of the plan, and we can move on to the next step.
What do we do about Connor now?
I don't think he's going to be a problem. Isn't that right, Cassandra?
Why is he not going to be a problem?
Just wants to do what everyone else is doing. Wheel and deal and live in Vancouver and reap the fruits of this weird, broken little city.
You know what? I don't even care anymore. He's your sire. Do with him what you will. I don't care.
Okay. That was literally always what we were trying to do.
Just give him a word of caution. My path is not the one he wants to find himself in. Stay away from me. Whatever you two do, whatever he does with you, I don't really care.
Okay. That's mean
Friend
to
stuff.
say, but
Yeah.
I will pass
You
it
wanted
along.
that. That's what you wanted. You did not want me to interfere anymore. You wanted to make big girl decisions and do whatever you wanted because it's your sire and da 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 da. Wish
Yeah,
granted.
but I still want you to care what happens to me.
Well, if I were to do that, then you're not going to get what you want.
I mean, I feel like there's somewhere between caring what happens and not letting me do anything. I feel like there's some kind of
To care about you.
Probably would have involved us, actually coordinating together on a plan. But yeah.
Okay, well, we're here, and we are where we are. So what is
For
our
me-
next step?
What you need to understand, Cassandra, is for me to actually care and to be your friend, I'm going to be protective. And you don't want me to do that. So I
Well,
turn it
no,
off.
I just don't want you to kill people, like, willy-nilly.
It won't happen,
Surely
don't
it's
worry.
not so black and white.
Yeah, I I mean, like,
I see what you did there.
Don't worry. I'm not going to kill Connor so long as he doesn't cross my path. All good.
and see, that part of the sentence is fine. It's the "and I don't care what he does to you" part that's the hurtful part.
You're making your own decisions. If I'm going to be concerned with what happened with you, then, I mean, that's not going to put me in a very good position, and it's not going to put anybody in a good position because I'm just going to continue to get angry about it. So, you want to make your own decisions? Make your own decisions. Don't expect me to come running to you should something go bad, because I've already warned you and I've already told you that something's going to go bad. You've
I think
been
she
warned.
has
There
two
you go.
emotions: angry and well-fed.
There used to be a
Apparently.
lot more nuance there too.
Well, we kind of pivoted from the original plan of go find Nixodon and offer boons to handle the problem to not doing that because you wanted to talk to Connor. So, little on edge still.
Well, we did, and it was fine. And that's that.
And I will deal with the other coterie. I'm going to be able to convince them that it will be a very, very bad idea to, we'll say, proactively complete their deal. If you want to go by the letter of what he said, there was no hard time frame on this, and I think we can maybe convince Duran and the rest of them to maybe cool their jets while we try to sort out the end game.
I would
I still
gladly
think
go
we
and tell
should-
them.
I still think we should tell them to give them false information. I mean, don't they want to do a favor for a bunch of Primogen?
Right, and I need to be able to give Abigail a little bit more time in order to give her the cover that she's going to need. I need to be able to explain to Duran that there's going to be, this is just the natural organic leaking of information. The saying 3 people can keep a secret if 2 of them are dead. Well, there were a lot of people in that meeting. Information wants to be free. It's open source principle. We were gonna find out sooner or later whether or not Abigail told us or not. Someone somewhere was going to say something to someone, and we were going to find out. So we just need to convince Duran and the rest of them that they have more important things they need to be worried about right now. And then once we've got everything settled and sorted to where we are all content that Connor is now a non-issue and the situation has been resolved, then we can start looking at what we need to do about Hazoon.
I think we all know Connor's not going to be a non-issue so long as he's actively here. But
passive threat instead of active threat. I'd be happy with that as a win, at least for now.
I'm fine with that status.
So I'll reach out. I'll make the arrangements. I'll convince them, and then we'll go from there. Happy? I'm happy. I'm assuming we're all happy. Let's go. Move forward. And
Next stage of business.
break, yes.
So, assuming Connor didn't show up, or isn't an issue, or isn't a current issue, what would our next step have been right now?
taking Charlotte to Primogen so he can actually complete the task.
Yes.
Perfect. Let's plan. And go.
Just gesture to Charlotte.
Well, I guess I would think that if we maybe damaged his business holdings, that would decrease his status in the clan. We've already started the rumor mill.
That hasn't seemed to generate it a whole lot yet, but I thought it would generate more. How do you plan to damage his business holdings in a way that doesn't reflect back on us?
If some sort of outside source that has no relation to me were to, say, start buying up land outside of his place and start turning it into slums, it would decrease the values of his businesses, and that would go downhill. That would be a bad look for any venture.
He couldn't keep his
What?
backyard in order.
Do you have an outside source in mind?
I do.
Great.
So next phase of the plan.
I guess
the
we've
step after
been
that?
we've been so focused on Connor, we haven't had much of a chance to see where everybody stood in terms of the rumors and things that we started spreading at the party.
I mean, if you want, I can. I mean, I'm still running passive surveillance on Connor. I mean, I can go and I can start looking more actively at Victor if that's what we think is the next thing to do. I mean, he's bound to have stuff hidden even from, you, ma'am. Right?
Of course.
So I'll just let me do my thing. You all increase the active political pressure while I help get you stuff to hurt him in the back end.
So I have a question.
Okay.
What is the long-term plan with Davenport? Because he's, not an absentee primogen, and so on and so forth. Is the plan to have him leave town in some way?
Step down, leave town. Whatever can get him not a primogen, vacating, disgraced.
I hear Montreal sounds nice right now.
Just a place to run to.
Mm-hmm. Huh. Yeah, that'd be a little synchronicity there. That's actually kind of funny. Yeah, Montreal would suit him, I guess. But I mean, ma'am, I don't know the entire power structure there. If he's gone and he's out of the way, and you're there, I mean, is there going to be any kind of like dead man switch to where he's out of power and then your assumed resources that you'd be taking control of are just suddenly like scorched earth? I mean, is that something that you all do to each other? Just you have an insurance policy in the back end that, like, hey, you screw with me and it doesn't matter, you can just rule over the ashes?
I don't particularly feel that his style, especially if there was no evidence that I was the reason why he was ousted. He would have no reason to think that his former employee would have done such a thing.
Even though the former employee, I think you have publicly, at least I wouldn't say loudly, but there have been plenty of people around to hear you suggest and suppose that he did set you up.
Did have that phone call with him where we tossed out some mild accusations.
Didn't you talk to somebody at the party that was actually like interested in following up with you?
Who was that spoken to? Was that me?
That was Charlotte.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
there was
yes.
that guy up on the balcony.
What was his name?
Ebediah?
Obadiah Ferguson, the Amishman.
I mean,
I feel as though my connection to my clan are pretty top notch. It wouldn't be very difficult to step into that role.
it's just a matter of actually getting it in motion.
So, like, could we maybe, like, entice him out of town? Could you, like, falsify some kind of business opportunity somewhere else that might draw him away?
That sounds not messy, especially if his holdings here are doing poorly.
Is there some
I think we can arrange something like that using maybe the dark web.
Yeah.
You have to buy your gift cards for it first, though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've got to go down to the 7-Eleven and talk to
Is that where you meet the guy?
Yeah, that's where I meet the guy to get the cards for the dark web
The
access.
cashier.
Yes.
You can get so much at a gas station.
I know.
I never knew any of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I set it up that way.
Yeah, you can go buy your dark web like gift cards, and then you can get a can of like 4 Loco and a pack of Newports, and you're set for a weekend.
Yeah, we wanted to make it really convenient, so we
Yeah.
just put it that way.
That's so smart.
And
Yeah.
and if you were mortal, I mean, just think about it. You got your hot dogs, you got your chips, you got all your munchies right there. I mean, yeah.
What's with the boiled peanuts?
I never
Texture.
I don't know. They're like the thing that I never like understood was like pork rinds. It's not like that. You want to talk about texture? That's
You know those sometimes have hair on them still?
yes.
Only sometimes.
That should
Sometimes
be
is sometimes too many.
that should be like 0% of amount of hair.
We eat people.
Well, not their hair.
No, he's right.
It gets in the way sometimes.
No, there actually is like a food safety thing. Like you can have like X percentage of things that are not.
See, aren't you glad that we don't eat actual food anymore? Don't have to worry about eating hair of animals or bugs.
You
The
didn't
red
get any
ones.
skip hair in your mouth?
No,
He's got the short hair.
not at all.
Military.
I also read somewhere once that I think it is coffee is allowed to have roaches in it
Mm-hmm.
to a certain degree.
Oh my god, everything is awful.
Yeah, that's top of the food chain, baby.
Oh my god, right?
Mm-hmm. All right, so it sounds like I have actually got a decent amount of work that I can actually start working on right now.
Yeah, I think you guys setting up this whole process is probably good. I probably should go talk to Bo and Rico since the Anarch Baron is
Yeah.
in.
I will go with you if that is alright.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, unless you want to help. Unless we want to help them out with actually like taking out Davenport. I know you're really like set on that for a while.
They're not going to let me eat Davenport.
I didn't say eat him, just take them.
That was my plan.
I mean, you could if it were to happen. I wouldn't be upset about it.
There's options now.
I'm not hungry right now, but we'll see how yours goes, and if all else fails, the contingency will be the fact that I eat him.
I've got
Yay.
no problem if you eat them, but you stop when you get to that point.
Caramel Center.
Mm-hmm. You
But
don't.
why?
Remember the whole thing about, you can choose how human you want to be? Conversation? That makes it harder.
More or less. I've never thought before.
There's a first time for everything.
It didn't seem to do anything wrong to me now. I mean,
Oh, that was different.
That was Skip.
We're different.
no, I mean before, like ever.
Sort of a process.
Well,
I'm just going to go with you, Charlie.
Okay.
Okay.
once they leave, I'll go back to showing Cassandra about Trogdor.
Charlie, Elena, would you like a limo?
Storyteller, do we know where we would go find a Bone Rico typically, or is he just sort of roaming at this point?
He's generally roaming.
Maybe I have to figure out where we're meeting him first.
Okay, just let them know.
Okay. And I will text Bo and Rico like on the way out of where can we meet up quickly?
Yeah, you don't get any response.
Well, that's not good.
I'll send a text back who says follow-up convo from party ?
Still no response.
Third
Should we-
text. This is Charlie.
Still nothing.
Follow-up text from the party.
Yeah, there's still no response.
Hmm.
Should we try to go to actual Elysium to see if he's there?
I mean, it's kind of. We could. I didn't see him there last time. We could.
What do you have on your mind?
I was trying to figure out why, if he said he wanted to make sure that we had this in play before he could sign on, why he wouldn't be responding. Unless he's in the middle of something.
That's always possible. Come on. We will go make our trip to Elysium. Best to show our face there anyway at some point, right?
I guess so, yeah. And on the way down, I'm just gonna kind of reach out a bit, cobweb-wise, see if anybody has seen the sheriff lately.
If I can tell that you're doing that, I'm just gonna be like, don't forget to ask him about the thing that I told you about, remember? We talked about this.
If he picks up, then sure.
Yeah, can you tell her to butt out? This is a private conversation. All right.
She can't hear.
She's talking though.
Well, you're talking.
Fair enough. Am I talking though?
Have you seen Burn Rico?
Or am I thinking about talking?
Well, then.
Or are you thinking that I'm thinking that you're talking?
Well, then the point's irrelevant.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Isn't it part of your being that I'm thinking that you're thinking that we're talking?
I just mean she's not butting into the conversation at that point because it's not a conversation.
Yeah, but she's talking.
Yeah, but that's not
Or at least I think she's talking.
right. So can't butt out of something that may not exist.
Right.
Have you seen Bone Rico?
Who?
Sheriff Gangrel.
Blue plaid?
Yes.
I try to avoid him.
When was the last time that you saw him and thus tried to avoid him?
About 6 years ago.
Okay, that's going to take a bit. Is there anybody that's maybe near our window?
Let me check.
Okay.
And you hear like a bunch of rustling papers. No. 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 Not him. Nope. Fuck. It was around here somewhere. Ooh, you know who might have seen him? The prince.
Probably. That's not on my speed dial.
And then there's like you hear kind of a muffled argument. Like, no, I don't think, no, not right now. Come on, man. And then you hear like you feel in your brain kind of like a stretching of reality.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
And
Ow.
you then hear a familiar voice. Check out the Patreon content for more details. Charlie,
Hi.
I don't think Bowen is available right now.
That's
In fact,
unfortunate.
let's loop in your friend so she can hear this as well.
Can
And
I-
Elena, at that
Mhm.
point, you feel a tugging. It's like your eyes are kind of expanding and being pulled out of your head. And both of you are in a kind of it looks like the conference room of Charlotte Industries. And at the head of the table where Charlotte generally sits, you see kind of he's got platinum blonde hair, and he's wearing like sort of a suit, but not really. It kind of shimmers in and out of existence.
What is going on? What just happened?
Welcome to the network.
Miss Cortez, I've been looking forward to meeting you.
I didn't know that was a possibility. I would have done it earlier if I knew that.
You? Is this you? Okay.
It takes a great amount of effort.
This is my friend.
Mm. I take it you haven't asked him the questions yet.
No, this is the first time I talked to him since the last time that we talked. But you're here now.
Welcome.
Okay. Does it always look like this?
Sometimes.
Okay.
This part does. You had something to say first, though, before she had her questions.
Bowen is currently unavailable.
Right. That's going to be a problem because we have to make sure that he knows that all's cool so he can be in on the plan.
Why is he unavailable?
I don't know. And that's rare.
So you can't find him at all. Like, do you know if he's maybe dead? Like, final death, or torpor?
He's somehow outside of my range.
That's unnerving.
So, like, outside of the city, like, physical place, or, like...
No.
I don't understand how this works.
His range is a lot bigger than mine.
She doesn't know. You're not actually in Charlotte Industries right now. You are aware of this, yes?
No, I get that. That's the part I get. I just don't know what you mean by your range. If
This
you're meaning, like...
is a mental construct. It's actually about 93 different places all at the same time.
He's connected worldwide.
And you can't find him worldwide?
I cannot.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, that's the...
If I might have an idea where he could be, but that's not somewhere that
In
we should
fact,
probably go.
I think everyone should be here, don't you?
Oh,
And
that's
everyone
really
feels the pulling at the back of their heads.
Oh, dear.
And then you all appear in Charlotte Industries.
Oh.
Welcome!
Ah!
Hi, guys.
Fuck!
Welcome, everyone.
Hi.
Why am I in the same room that I was in, but with a headache?
Ah!
Hi.
What the hell?
I still have questions for you, even after we talk about... I do have a question for you.
I'm in!
Hi. Welcome to the network.
You're in Charlie's head now.
No.
More or
Enhance.
No. No, it's not. It's not my head. I mean, maybe are they like operating through me, or did you just pull them right in?
Yes.
Okay. Everybody, welcome to the network.
I will be your host, Anatole.
Anatole, and we made friends. He was helping me look for information, and I was asking if we could find Bowen Rico, and then he popped in, and Bowen's not available anywhere. And he
Like worldwide, anywhere. He's
Yeah.
not
Anatole,
anywhere.
Anatole's got the big brain thing.
Did he check the moon?
Not yet.
Oh,
Would he be on the moon?
and
Okay.
Anatole disappears,
I guess there are some of us on the moon.
and then Anatole reappears. No, he is not on the moon.
How many of us are on the moon?
I have a question for you.
That's an interesting question. Oh,
Are
yes,
you-
what's your question?
Well, Question 1 that is relevant to the current situation.
Go on.
Can you see into the abyss?
No.
What if one of us was in it?
Well, that would be a predicament now, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah, but that's how it works. Like, right?
Is it?
Yeah, we're all connected. That's how it works.
We haven't. See, there's a
The abyss
mild
is tricky.
problem. We haven't been able to see into the abyss, into the Shadowlands, since the nuke went off.
But what if one of us could be in it? Then maybe you could actually have like an antenna in there.
I suppose. Are you volunteering?
I mean, like, I think I'm more capable. Like, we're
I could
qualified for
probably
it.
take you.
And I think I'm more qualified for it than others, right? And
You are extremely qualified.
yeah, I mean, and we like our envisionments of ourselves are the way that we just look normal. So because of that, I'm going to like try to focus and do like my closest approximation to like the shadow cloak. Like,
It's sort of working, but
Yeah.
it's kind of shimmery.
yeah, but it'll just get the notion. Like, I mean, I've got a bit of this thing, so
Yes, but she has more. This is why we generally go to coteries of other people, other kindred. And it doesn't seem like your friends are adapting too well.
I mean, we're doing all right.
I could help.
They're still conscious.
I could help
That's
him.
true.
I think it could help.
Oh, right. Forgive me. I do believe I've already mentioned my name is Anatole.
Uh-huh.
And he stands up and he walks over to Harley and he puts his thumb on your forehead. And he's like, here. And you kind of get this overwhelming sense of information. Your numbers and letters are flying by, and you somehow have in your brain, you know what to type in to get into the dark web without buying anything from 7-Eleven.
Incredible.
You good?
Yeah,
Hmm.
I'm okay. Yeah, that was okay. All right,
Weird, right?
We're I'm squared. I'm squared. We're good. We're good.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're good.
Did
Yeah.
I believe you are Cassandra.
Uh-huh.
Right. Connor's child, I believe.
Yep.
Excellent. You... I'm not supposed to spoil this. I was told not to.
But
And then he walks over to Charlotte.
Dick,
I heard that.
you were supposed to.
What were you going to spoil? I'll still watch the show.
It's that things might proceed with Connor in an unexpected fashion. And what can I do to help you, Miss Arday?
Could you make me Primogen?
Perhaps. And then he wanders back over to Charlie.
Okay, so we can't find the sheriff, unless we maybe look into the abyss, but that's a long shot there.
It is.
What can we do in the meantime?
Continue on with the rest of your plan.
Okay.
I will try to organize the others.
Okay.
I still have my original question.
Yes, she did. She did.
Mm-hmm. You're quite close, or at least were, to Beckett and Lucita.
I was.
Any idea why they started all the bullshit that we walked into? Or
I
better
haven't-
yet, proceed. Go ahead. My
I have an
apologies.
idea.
I'm listening.
It was a tablet.
It was a stone tablet or a computer tablet?
It was not a computer tablet.
Okay.
It
Stone
was
tablets are
a
usually bad ideas.
very powerful stone tablet that had been destroyed and scattered to the wind. Beckett, being Beckett, he sought to bring those pieces together.
And so you had to come here and kill somebody to do it?
Several pieces were here. I believe the one killed, the Ventru, he had a piece of it. He wasn't all that nice. He actually tried to kill the people who had retrieved it for him.
Hmm.
That's not surprising.
Oh, yeah, and we dealt with the aftermath of that bullshit when they blew up the Elysium, remember?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
See, it's all connected.
I fucking
So
knew
you
it.
should connect his ass back here to take responsibility for what he did.
I can't.
Why not?
He is also currently out of my reach.
Oh, that's not good either. It doesn't surprise me though if he's still traveling around with Lucita.
Hmm.
Oh, you're that. Oh.
Yeah.
Are you
Am
just
I?
now making this connection?
And I lean over to Charlotte and I go, I'm still confused.
Oh,
I'm pretending that I'm not confused.
Well,
should you talk to Beckett again, you should tell him that he left the city in quite a bit of a mess, and it would be kind of him to.
It's Beckett. Beckett is a chaos demon, essentially. He may be a kindred, but where he goes, things follow. And he continues to walk around the conference table.
Alright, so we're supposed to continue forward with what we were planning on doing. Alright, excellent. Awesome.
And that's... Yep. So we have the guidance, and then we're going to, at some point, have help from the people that were messing with our phones.
At some point.
The magic-y people.
Right. And I'm looking at Anatole. I thought you were dead.
He's dead.
Then
Am I not?
Are we dead?
like dead,
No.
dead, like final death, dead.
He's dead.
Then how the? I'm. Oh, okay. Wait.
More confused.
It's just. I mean, it's. I understand the basic mechanics of what's going on in wherever we're at, but this is still like
Do you?
cognate. No, and I'm not even gonna try to pretend.
Cool, because I
anymore.
don't really understand it either, but it just what happens.
We're not the only ones.
The cognitive dissonance
good.
only gives you so much of a headache before it starts frying something.
Yeah, that's why it helps to...
This is actually starting to hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
You won't be here for much longer.
Thank God. So fucking cool to see you.
So, Mister, I'm connected to everything. What do you think is happening? Or what is going on?
I could. There's a block. It's strange. It's never happened before. There's a certain point in the future that I can't see beyond. That none of us can see beyond. And as he's walking around the table, he stops right behind Cassandra. And he kind of bends over right beside your ear and he puts his fingers on either side of your head. And he's like, this will help. And he touches your temples. And you get this flash of like Beckett and Lucida going into a kind of a boardroom, not entirely dissimilar to this one. And there are things that are there that kind of look like blood moving, but it's kind of extremely thin blood. And they're moving with them, and there's like a tablet that you can see that's kind of flaring in light, and it kind of fast forwards a little bit, and you can see Beckett moving the pieces together, and then a large dome of shadow envelops them, and they disappear. Is that a little more clear?
Yes.
Good. Good. Miss Ardane,
Yes.
do you want the same experience?
Do I want the same experience, Cassandra?
It's not that bad.
Yeah, sure. I'll try anything.
And then he moves over behind Charlotte and he touches his fingers to your temples. And you see the city of Vancouver in flames. You can see your fellow coterie members, Charlie screaming as the flames engulf him, Elena falling off of a building trying to pad out the flames, Cassandra just explodes in front of you, and Harley is there on the top of a building laughing, untouched by the flames.
I thought you said it wasn't bad.
Oh, sorry, wrong one. And he touches your temple again, and you see the exact same thing Cassandra saw.
Wait, what did you see the first time? What did you see the first time?
Dead puppies.
What?
Oh.
Wait, what?
What
Sorry,
a horrible vision to give someone.
that is my mistake. So, I believe you all have things that you need to be doing. Unless you
Yeah.
have any other questions.
No.
No? Are you sure? I could answer several questions.
Actually,
I have
Depressing.
1,000 questions and
Oh.
it could take all night.
I've got one. I've got one big one.
And he moves, as Harley says that, he moves behind Elena and says, it's going to get worse before it gets better. Harley, was it?
Yeah.
Go on.
Nixodon and Alexandru. What's the play there?
I can't tell you that. Because I don't know. That expands beyond the future that I am unable to see.
Well, Moadib, you better get cracking on that and give Charlie some information here as soon as you can, because we're gonna be running out of time. I know it's gonna happen sooner or later. They're not gonna let me just sit there.
Perhaps. And at that point, you all kind of flash back to where you were before.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
bye.
is it always like that?
No, I got used to it.
What the hell?
I'm assuming that the three of them are still in the office, and Elena and I are like in the halls at this point.
Oh, Psychic Friends Network fucking sucks, bro. Ow.
I'll just look over to Elena. Are you gonna be good?
I think so.
Okay.
More or less, I think that will be okay.
Okay. Go on back to the others. We're not gonna be able to find Bowen tonight.
Where are you going?
I've got so many notes that I have to take on this. So many notes.
You don't want me to help you?
I think this is something that I've gotta jot down.
Just do me a favor and don't try to go off into the abyss by yourself.
I don't even know how to do that.
Precisely.
Oh,
Alright. If you need me,
I'll call you if I need to.
she's gonna kiss him on the cheek and go back into the, I guess, the conference room.
It's her last vestiges of humanity.
Charlie will watch her walk away. And then Charlie's gonna go to the casino.
Yup.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Yup.
I should have pressed harder, damn it. No.
I don't think anyone's shocked
No
by that
one
turn of
is
events.
surprised. No.
More of a
Really?
win.
Are we surprised?
No.
No.
So
I
you're
feel like
going-
Elena has an idea that there's something else going on, and she's just letting it play out at this point.
If it's a quick meeting, we can actually do that now.
It can be quick.
Okay. So you make your way to the casino. It's easy enough to kind of figure out where he's staying.
Mhm.
And that leads you up to the, I believe, 20-something-ish floor. I don't know. I forget.
And I'll do like a lot of, unseen passage, etc., whatnot, to like find the information I need to get up there, and then I just get to the door and just knock.
His attaché, after a few seconds, opens the door. Yes,
Honolulu.
he is here. And you are?
Charlie Lawrence.
He closes the door.
I put my foot in the door before it closes.
Well, it's just on the chain, so he would like close it. You need to close it to open it.
But I try anyway because I think he's about to close me out, and then I hear it unlock. And okay.
But it sort of unlocks, but not really. You hear like a bunch of talking behind the door. And then the door opens. Mr. Lilu will see you,
Mm-hmm.
and he
Oh, wow.
leads you to the aforementioned kind of living room-ish area.
Mhm.
Mr. Lawrence,
Connor. From what I hear, there's an agreement.
you're not incorrect.
I know. Why do you pretend to care?
Who said I'm pretending?
I did.
It's not pretending, Charlie.
Great, then why do you care?
I care because my child are important to me.
Since when?
You cannot believe that all you want.
You know damn well I don't believe that. Since when do you give a shit about your child?
I've always cared about my child. I'm actually wounded. You would think that I don't.
I wish that you were.
Hmm.
If you cared so damn much, you would have still been here. You know what? No, if you cared so damn much, you would have done it the right way that you're supposed to, instead of the petty way. We both know that. The only thing you cared about was getting yours.
See, I had to move the timetable up ever so slightly.
The timetable.
Do you love Cassandra?
Why are you asking that?
It's just a simple question.
In ways that I know that you aren't capable.
You see, if I hadn't embraced Cassandra, she would be down in the muck as a Nosferatu ghoul.
No, she wouldn't, and you know it.
Wouldn't she have? I had heard reports that the Nosferatu were going to ghoul her
You were
to try
full of
to
shit,
get
Connor.
to everyone else. Am I?
Yes, you are. You are, because you know exactly what was supposed to happen. Because it got filed properly, and it was going to happen. And then you got in your fucking feelings because you can't play the goddamn stock market right. And here we are. You know goddamn well why.
You can believe what you want to believe, Charlie.
I'm going to let Cassandra make her move on this. And we're going to play this the way that she wants to. I didn't come here to kill you or to fight you. I did come here to
Probably
let
wouldn't
you
have
know.
gone well.
No, it wouldn't have, would it? I came here to tell you that if you even so much as consider trying to take her from me again, you won't make it to Montreal. You won't make it to the border. Do we have an understanding?
We do.
Good. I walk out.
Fair enough. So that seems like a good place to cut off this particular episode. So, vibe check. How's everybody feeling?
Surprise!
That's
Holy
that
shit!
Vancouver adjacent. Good right there, brother. Yeah.
All right. So, thank you everybody for tuning into this particular episode. There's revelations all over the place and a whole bunch of other stuff going on. Malkavian network stuff going on, and yeah, a bunch of stuff. So I have no idea who we're rating into from this point. So let's do a quick outro of everybody and see where you are, where you're going to be, and where we can see you next. Let's start with Brennan.
I am Brendan. I was Charlotte. That's my Twitter. Those are my links.
Zachary.
Beat that.
I'm Zachary Votto. That's my Twitter handle. Those are my links over there. ATL by Night is done with season 5. We're in our postseason now. So we're doing all like the postseason interview shows and things like that. I'm going to be running something on Gehenna Gaming towards the end of the month. I don't know if it'll be announced by this point, but It's going to happen. It will be fun. It will not be vampire related. It will be weird. Watch for that. And if you need things to raid into after this, or even just hop over to, Jasper's Game Day is happening at the moment, all weekend. Sam was on a game last night, which you can probably check on their VODs. If we raid over, or you hop over right now, there's a game of Cult probably in the middle towards the end. It's being run by Mark from Gehenna, and then right after that is a game that I'm in. It's a D&D game being run by Dustin Fletcher from D4. That'll be at 10 p.m. Eastern at that point. And then I'm in another game tomorrow, another D&D game that is being run by Joe Cat. Both are going to be a lot of fun, a lot of very different fun. Hope you wind up over there.
And Samantha.
Hi, Samantha McClarty. That's my Twitter handle. I've got a link tree somewhere in the chat, wherever it is. You can find me on all those socials and all the things that are in the link tree. I am, as Zach said, I was in a Jasper's Game Day D&D game with Ellie Collins last night. You guys should totally check out the VOD on that, and definitely donate. It's for a good cause. And I'm gonna be doing more stuff with Martlet, of course. I'm working on my own game that I gave kind of a hint to last week. We have the final session of the Death Pack coming up at some point. We're gonna be recording it soon. Lillian was recently just in Wraith's epilogue, where they had their kind of showdown with what happened with Wraith's wife. And I'm scheduled to do my epilogue next week, I think. So lots of stuff. I'm sure there's something that I'm missing. There's probably a lot of things that I'm missing. I apologize for that. Check out the link tree. All the socials are in there. Follow those, and ta-da.
Yeah, that meeting, it was all perfectly fine. Nothing bad happened in that meeting, from what I heard. Patrick?
Hi, Patrick Gill, the creative director at Martlet Games, and I play Harley, Bishop of Vancouver. And there's just tons of stuff all over the place. We've got London's Bleeding Epilogue, we've got the Death Pack game, we're going to be doing office hours. Actually, no, yeah, we've already seen office hours. So, yeah, why am I even talking about that? That was like 5 hours ago. Never mind. It's been a busy week for
Closer
me.
to 6 now.
Yeah. So, but yeah, Twitter, all my socials, link tree in the chat. Go check my stuff out. Check our stuff out. Check Vancouver's stuff out. Check everyone's stuff out. Have a good night. I'm tired.
Check it out. It's time for Lex.
Hi, I'm Lex. I was Cassandra, the Toreador wanted by everyone, apparently. I don't have anything else going on right now, so you can just find me here. But if you keep an eye out for me in an announcement sometime in August, September, I will be running my homebrew horror game, Skin Deep, which will have some familiar faces in it. So that's my Twitter handle, just to follow the crowd here. My socials are over in the chat, and that's me.
And I am still Storyteller Steve. So yeah, tune in. Actually, next week will be the season finale of Delve into Darkness, which will have a special guest. Keep an eye on the old Twitter for that.
Kill him.
No, it's not you guys. You're not killing them. That'd be like a series finale, just like.
But are you
TPK.
sure that we're not killing them?
All there.
Everybody shows up. We have like 11 people on screen at the same time. It'd be great. And that will be the season finale. Then come back here next week. We have D&D Tuesdays. We have D&D Sundays now. And Sunday at the end of July, early August, will be our Changeling game after the D&D game. We're going to be doing... Cliff is going to be storytelling that one, and it is a phenomenal cast of a bunch of family members and a bunch of other people. We just crammed them all together, had them make Changeling characters, and told them, have fun. It's super dark game. So yeah, it's gonna be some absolute amazing stuff coming out of that. And yeah, we're gonna raid into probably Jasper's, I think, because I think rolling D20s is off. So we'll take a look at that and we will raid into that. So see you next week for more Vancouver by night and the Saturday takeover. See you later, everybody.
Bye.
Bye bye.